Welcome to yet another episode of The Whole Nine Yards. I am your host, Jamila, and as always, we have a great episode lined up for you. But before that, I would like to thank you for your support on the Mental Health Awareness Month. I received very good feedback from people. The people who took their time to view, to watch, to send to other people who went the extra mile and actually texted me, people who went the extra mile and sent me screenshots of people who watched. I'm very, very grateful. I hope it touched you as much as it did and my panel. And I hope we can actually, make this a thing that even next year we do more and involve more people and make it a greater platform. Thank you for your support. So for today's episode, it's a touch too different. I decided to let the panel control themselves. I felt like I do want to direct the conversation. I do want them to go a direct way. I just wanted them to let it flow.
My parents never taught me about money. They didn't teach me about saving, spending, nothing. As in, for real. Me, I was never taught about money. Actually, money was such a grown-up conversation that mum and dad handled. I was not even told. And apart from pocket money, then there was also no limit. Ungetisha pesa after 2 weeks, then they'll still. So I feel like that will be a challenge for me because I don't know how to spend.
I feel like my parents taught me about it because I remember when we were small we had those 2 piggy banks, and each time you had change, one bob pale, you'd take your 2 1 bobs, 5 bobs to the piggy bank. Yeah, so I feel like my parents.
I also had a piggy bank, but to what extent, as in. I think most of us had piggy banks. Was saving really reinforced, Because piggy banks, I felt it was more for them than for me because we used to we take a piggy banks, Are you getting what I'm saying?
But you'd be excited taking them there.
The whole concept was to teach you saving.
Yeah,
it was not for you to use the money there.
Because each time you had some 2 coins, you're like, let me take to my bank.
It's the whole mindset that they're creating.
So now you guys say.
Yeah.
But then I feel in as much as they did not talk straight to it about why you're saving, I think they should have given you an incentive of why you should be keeping these coins. So I think as a child would have been, for me to get these shoes that I want, then these coins I should be saving them. So I think growing up, would have grown up with incentive like if I want to get something, then I have to save. But you see the way Ash is saying, you just used to keep the coins but then you never saw the why. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, even for me, there was a reason why. Because for me, I'd even participate in taking going with my parents to the bank to deposit piggy bank money. Because I knew they told me that this is for your future. They didn't exactly say what the future was, but we knew it was for our future.
On the factor of mental health, I think my parents did a very, very great job. It might not be well communication-wise, but the whole being strict and being harsh in my growing up played a very, very important role. In that, if they were not harsh, I wouldn't be who I am today. Because seeing that this generation, quote unquote, are very, very weak, and they're being told some slight truth will get someone into some self-inflicted depression, which is quite of a prone trait I'm seeing these days. So to me, I think the being harsh and all, and being told to man up was a very, very key thing growing up for me, as a man. I think it has led to who I am today. I don't know if there's anyone who's gonna oppose, but yeah.
For me, I agree with him, and I'd adopt that with my kids. That's one thing I take from my parents, the strictness they had. For me, it's made me a better person.
The only thing that will change probably is the communication. A bit, but I'll still be...
A bit.
No, let me tell you, if it becomes a lot, they get too needy. They don't get to a point where they can be thinking for themselves yo, I'm at this age now, I can handle this task by myself. But if they keep on coming back to you, at what point will they like let go of that behavior? Yeah. So it's just, it should be the way our parents did, like ration. Don't put it like on full blast that they need you all the time, or like they are not there all the time. Just make it like a very balanced state.
Yeah. I also say like in line with communication, I think it's whereby I can say for myself, there is no point I can say that I just go and sit down with the folks and like have skills. We're just talking. So I think in terms of communication, it's not about giving direction, but it's just like you can just call your dad and like say you are just talking like generally. It's not like you're talking to a dad, you're just going, Dad, I want money, then it's like, okay, I'll send it to you. Like it's having a conversation, like you can just wake up and have a conversation about a program, about football. You can go talk to your mom. Like it's open conversation regardless of whether it will affect how you grow up. So I think in terms of communication, for me with my kids, where like I'd be open to them, where like it's easier to introduce things.
Would you be open about sex with your kids?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm going, like be open about such things, because my parents up to now have never.
Like, would you be comfortable if your kid told you how he lost virginity or she lost virginity?
That's what I'm saying. The moment you start having the conversation with them from a young age, then the moment they get there, it will be easier for them to open up. But you see, for you, you never had that conversation with your parents while growing up. So you find, even if they ask you, you cannot, because you know, like you'll be reprimanded. So I feel for me, it's such kind of conversation I'd want to have with my kids, which my parents never gave me a chance.
Or from all of us, would be comfortable if they had a daughter and she went around and had sex without you knowing? Like she lost her virginity to someone not knowing.
And she didn't tell you.
No
Yeah,
one
she
would
didn't
be.
tell you.
No one would be comfortable.
Yeah, but how do you think you'd handle that
You won't be
conversation? That's
comfortable.
But you see, it's all in a matter of initiating the conversation before all this happens. You see, like for me personally, I've had sex talks with my parents, specifically my dad. Exactly. Right now we expect
your dad.
Yes, exactly. You expect that I had it with my mother, but no. My dad goes calls me. We have a sit down, and he tells me, "Hey, this is how I expect you to live. You need to, to stay. What's the word? Celibate, pure, yes, until marriage." And you see, not shying
Did he
away
tell
from-
you though why?
Why?
Like there's a premise you need to stay celibate, but why should you? Why you? Was that mentioned?
What do you mean? Why?
Like the reason, the reason behind staying celibate.
Well, because first it's a command from
No, but
God.
did he tell you?
Yes.
Your
No,
parents.
but then I also feel, okay, this is always my imagination. I feel like the dad should always be the first love to the daughter, so that like he should be the one, like the way he carries himself, such that the daughter knows, like when a man is coming to me or a boy is coming to me, like these are the kind of things that I should be looking for, because it's the way your dad brought you. I feel like the words "I love you" should first come from your parent, so that it's not coming from some stranger like most of us encountered the words "I love you." It was from another stranger and not from your parents. So I feel for her, I feel like she's very privileged to talk such words with her dad. And I feel like it's your dad. Like for the ladies, I feel it's your dad who should be there. Like yeah, he should be your first love, so to say. Like he tells you these things, so that when another guy comes, it doesn't feel so foreign to you. Like
For sure.
what is this?
And let me ask the guys here, which of you guys, have you ever had that talk with your dad before?
I know till
Like that's what I'm
The
saying.
I love you,
Let me
the
check
I
for
love
the
you.
first time.
The conversation is supposed
The I
to be
love you
initiated
talk
by
all
the
the
dad.
I've never had I love
That's what
you
you're saying.
till
No,
today.
it's not a matter of
And that's
love,
gonna
it's
change
a
for my
matter
kids as
of-
well.
Parents were gone.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
She's
it's
getting
one
my
thing you
wife.
feel our parents failed to do with us. Like they didn't do that with us. So I feel like for us, since they never told us that, and we know, and we've gone through these experiences, so I feel for our children we should start with them at a young age.
But for sure, because I feel like our parents, in general, not mine, but ours, they were afraid to initiate these talks, and most of them feel like it's the teachers that should teach you, it's the church that should tell you
Or rather,
how to live.
or rather, they were also not taught. You know, you can
No,
only know what
for them,
you knew.
for them, I feel like it was an unspoken rule.
Exactly.
Precisely.
I know I can't play around with boys at my age.
Yeah,
no.
so that's the thing. They didn't realize that they were raising a totally different generation. So they
sure.
went on with the rules they were raised with. I feel like some.
I think with my parents it was the opposite actually, because yeah, true. As in, because the way like my parents were raised, you know how their generation was so you raise the kids, they grow up, but you don't talk about these things. But my parents wanted the complete opposite. You see how you're saying your dad had the sex talk with you? So did mine when I was like 13. It's like so. And he explained in some very graphic detail what sex is, how it's gonna be, interaction with boys, everything. And my mom had the sex talk with me after my dad had already had it. You know, and our parents told us they love us all the time. They were very open. They were like, talk to us about even drugs, alcohol, you know, things like those. They're like, they opened the forum. So if we didn't talk, it was us who held back and everything.
No, but like,
So,
you see, for me it was completely different. You know, for me it was like they communicated about sex and drugs to me in like warnings. Get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, yo, you shouldn't have sex because you're gonna have a kid. How you gonna raise the kid? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And you see, my dad is a doctor, so he's like, yo, you shouldn't do drugs because I see druggies every day and their life gets messed up. I treat them. You shouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So now it grows into a fear. You know what I'm saying? Like a phobia, not a fear, but like more of a phobia. You know what I'm saying? So if I feel like if they find out, sometimes if they find out I have a kid or something like that, like, bro, I'll just.
But don't you think that's the best way he thought he was saying it to you? Like that's
exactly. For him, he was doing the best he knew. You know what I'm saying? But you see, times have changed. You know what I'm saying?
For me, in terms of like the I love you and the sex part of it, my dad has never spoken to me about sex ever in my life. But then he's told me he loves me a number of times. With my mom.
Like I love you, like the words.
Yeah, like the words, like Cedric, I love you. And my
also on that, you know, it doesn't have to be I love you the words, you know, there's something that you cannot. Can I explain myself?
No.
There's something a father, you're not used to see, like him doing on a daily basis. But if he does it one day, you're like, eh, and he's looking at me, he's viewing me at a very different angle, in that this kind of love is not what is like showing each and every day. So when he does this act, which is different from all the other daily routines, to me, speaking for myself, will be the I love you.
But you see, also you to your son, that's what will happen. You
Okay,
just
can
try.
I-
That's exactly what he said. He said you wouldn't say it.
I wouldn't say I love you to my
But
son.
then I feel the words.
I would
Yeah,
not.
It's the same thing if
I wouldn't.
for a guy like
Because you are
No, because it was.
Why
as
are
in
you afraid of being vulnerable?
being vulnerable? I'm always vulnerable.
But why would you?
Then why wouldn't you
it's your
say it?
son?
Because he needs to be a man.
Because he needs to be a man.
We need to talk about that.
What do you mean?
Because he needs to be a man. He can get that. He can get that. He can get that from the
Explain
mother.
a
No,
man.
who explain a man?
Yes.
Describe a man.
hey man, you're
20
open
marks.
some can
No,
over
tell
here.
us about a man.
Honestly.
Who's a man to you?
A man,
Uh-huh.
emotionally strong, mentally.
But what is emotionally strong? Does
If you
that
can't say I
mean
love
a
you.
man can't cry
Yeah,
because they're
does
not?
that mean
I'm
Yeah.
not talking about crying.
No, but now
So
according
it's
to
more or
the
less in the same
description,
level.
yeah.
If you can't say
So
love
if
you,
you
it means
say
you can't get
emotionally
vulnerable
strong,
because
does that
you
mean
cry.
a man that cries is not emotionally strong and is not a man?
No, he can cry, but when cutting onions, you know.
Wow.
You know, like that's the thing. But, yeah.
Vulnerability should be expressed by everyone because vulnerability is something in humans, whether you're male, female, LGBT, whatever you are. As long as you are a human being, you let.
Like to be
Yeah, and you
followed.
see when you don't let it out, it's like there are catastrophic things that happen.
yeah.
And you see,
What?
that's why there's a higher
Suicide.
rate of suicide
In
among
men.
guys than women.
Exactly.
Because women will cry, they'll be all touchy
That you tell the whole
It will
chama.
come out, yeah. But guys, you have to be a
I
man.
feel
Man.
that's one of the things
Do you be-
we are supposed to change, like with that generation, because our parents never encourage us as guys
Yes.
to express ourselves emotionally.
Yes.
So I feel like for me with my son, I won't tell
Tell
them
your
like
son you-
I won't.
I won't
Be
tell
a
them
man.
to man up when they're supposed to cry.
Right.
Because you feel like you keep on holding these tears as in you're being told to be a man, but then
You're
you're like,
unable to express
you don't even know
yourself. A
when
man-
you're supposed to be a man or anything.
No, you
I-
need
I,
to
I
know.
don't know how your tears.
But
Let me
I don't
tell
know how
you.
tears.
A brief-
You don't know how tears.
I don't know how tears define your manhood.
Or
They do.
limit your manhood.
They don't limit who you are as a man.
What are tears? Tears are for cleaning the file.
If men are not supposed to
Yes,
cry,
my
then
son,
why are we
yeah.
giving tears as a man?
Yeah,
Let me tell you
guys, I think the one time I had my dad tell me he loves me, I think I did something really, really, really bad, and he was so angry. So he was like, you know, Suzanne, I am your father, and I love you because you are my daughter. But the other times, this is how my dad tells you he loves me. How much money do you want? What do you need?
Exactly.
I would, because for me, my parents were never around. So they
That was
tell you,
nice,
how
no?
much money should I send you? Was that the
Was that nice?
I mean, I like the money, though I'm a spendthrift. But
But then look,
you
look,
feel like,
looking
like
back now,
have
done.
given your
look
son
at
something.
that.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I
the
don't
thing is,
have my
am I
mother's
satisfying
love.
my son's needs?
So I would
No.
be
Yes.
there for my
Emotional
children,
needs.
money-wise.
You're satisfying his
Let me tell
financial
you.
needs, but not.
First of all, let me tell you, my son, emotional strength, you see, that's why I encourage for man and wife marriage. These are the things, let me not speak of them right now, but you cannot get that kind of emotional strength. You get.
That's also another thing I don't think our parents have ever talked to us about.
And I
Emotional
beg.
intelligence.
Like same sex, whatever.
So if your son
Because
is,
it never existed in
Yeah,
our
what-
context.
what
Exactly.
is
So
that?
Why we-
to them it's so
Where is it
strange.
even
Like,
a
Yeah.
topic
it's us who will have like
To
dogs.
talk to, yeah, to
But
yeah.
for our parents, that's like
I mean, I'm sure
can't
sure you don't
imagine.
have gay uncles, you know, because they never existed in our country. What is that?
no, but it's
Woman and
a
man.
thing in our society.
Yeah, so it's our
So
work.
it's our
So
but like our parents should talk to us about.
But then they don't know. They don't
Alicia,
know.
let me ask, if your son came to you and said he was gay, you'd be busy.
No,
Yeah.
another day.
I would.
No,
I would.
wouldn't.
I would.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I would.
No, I wouldn't be okay.
Ah.
But like I wouldn't banish him and kick him out
What- what-
and do all those things. I'd talk
What
to
would
him.
you do?
I'd ask him where did
What's
this
your
come
first
from?
expression?
Why?
Like, what would you do?
Is take what my parents have given me and also use a generation specific kind of, I don't know, what can I say? I talk to my children, if I get children, that is, in a kind of like generation specific way, so that I also take the experiences I have had in my life, the experiences my parents have taught me, and also their experiences in whatever they'll be going through, and give them that information, and hopefully they'll not hopefully, they will turn out to be good children.
I think me, I'll maintain the culture of being brought up as hard as I was brought up. My kids need to grow up knowing that life isn't all beds of roses out here. Roses have thorns, you know, so it's hard. So there's no way you're gonna wake up every single day and you want me to encourage you. Face life, man, as it is. Life as it, yes. Face life. It's okay, but they'll man up eventually. So me, my whole aspect is they need to man up. What I'll probably just be better on is communication. That's, I have to be different with my children. But the rest, how I've been brought up, is how I'm gonna pass it down to my next of kin.
Take my kids to good schools. Like I can't second guess. And
Give
give
them a
my
lot of
children
money. A lot of money.
Yes.
That's love. That's me saying I love you.
I feel like I went to good schools, and in those schools that
They tell you I
drugs,
love you.
homosexuality and such things I was exposed to, you know, or rather I saw it happen in those good schools. I think for me, I'd teach them about money, like how money is important, how to take care of money, you know. I teach them about emotional intelligence, you know. You see, in the house, your parents are present on anyamazia. It will not solve anything. Sit down and talk.
What is emotional?
Or shouting. I will teach them how to handle boys and also how to handle girls, sexuality. I will teach them how to handle themselves, you know. Yes. Because you start experiencing these things as an individual before you share them, yeah. Then I'll never tell anyone to man up. Because where are we manning up to?
To this
So
tough
what's
world.
manning up?
I'll teach my children what I want them to, what I expect to see from them. If I want to see them live in this direction, I will tell them that I won't be afraid or expect the media or their teachers or the church to teach them. The Bible tells us that bring up your children in the ways of the Lord and they will not depart from it. So at a young age, I will teach them what I want them to grow up.
I think I'd tell my children what's right and what's wrong. Then I'll kind of play the devil's advocate, you know. So like they're like, they want drugs and stuff like that, I'll buy the drugs. I'll be like, here are the drugs. So do you want to take the drugs? Why do you want to take the drugs? Go ahead. You want to have sex? Here's the bed. I've made the sheets. I've made
And
it.
me saying I love you is a problem.
So that listen, this will help with their critical. They'll be such critical thinkers. They'll be like, I weigh why did I do what I did? Should I do it? Should I not do it? What are the pros? What are the cons? I think my children will turn out
okay.
All the best.
Okay.
I would be the strict parent, but I would tap into my children's emotional vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? So as much as I'll be strict on them, make sure they don't do what they're supposed to do. But when they need me emotionally, I'll be there. You know what I'm saying?
Why are you putting quotes on emotionally? Say emotionally.
Okay, emotionally.
Yes.
No, do not.
I teach them to man up, yes. But
What is manning
you
up?
know what I'm saying?
That's for another episode.
But
another
I
episode.
tap into the emotional vulnerability.
Like I'll improve in communication with them because I feel the moment the base of communication is set from a young age, then you can be able to talk all these different things when it comes to money, because I also feel in terms of money, my parents never said anything to me. So I feel most would be in ways of saving so that you can be able to get something for yourself, so that you know, in as much as I may be rich and I have that money, like you have to show me that you deserve for me to give you this kind of amount of money, so that even if you're spending it, then you're spending it wisely.